بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we began a brief commentary of Quran. We reached to chapter Nisa, the fourth chapter of Quran, which is revealed in Medina. It has 176 verses. Please listen to verse 21.
وكيف تأخذونه وقد أفضى بعضكم إلى بعض وأخذن منكم ميثاقا غليظا.
How can you hold it back when you have had intercourse with each other and they have made with you a firm covenant? In previous verse, Allah advised the man that if you want to leave your wife, if you want to divorce your wife, you should not put any pressure on them, on your women, your wives, to take some of the dowry that you have given to them, some of the money that you have given them. Anything that you have given to your wife, you cannot take it back and you cannot put a pressure on them. In this verse, Allah continues to ask a question from the husbands by using a kind feeling, using the feeling of man, and says how it is possible for you that when you had a good relation with your wife and you had even intercourse with each other, when you want to leave her and go and ask some of the money that you have given, how it is possible? Allah questioned the man, but by questioning, Allah wants to refuse and says how it is possible. It is exactly the same when we say to a person who has beaten his brother, how it is possible that you beat your brother while you are his brother. You were living together, you have the same parents. It means we are shocked from such activity. Allah says how it is possible, وَكَيْفَ تَأْخُذُونَهُ, how you are ready to get something from the money or property that you have given them, the women, وَقَدْ أَفْضَى بَعْضُكُمْ إِلَى بَعْضٍ, while you had the intercourse with each other. You were so close to each other. You had the best time to each other. You were showing your love to each other for some time, for many years. How it is possible to get some of the money that you have given? وَأَخَذْنَا, Allah says, while وَأَخَذْنَا مِنْكُمْ مِيثَاقًا غَلِيظًا, while they got a firm covenant from you when they wanted to marry you. They got a covenant from you to deal with them very well, to give them respect, to have a good relation with them. Allah wants to say that to deal with them in such a way, it is like breaking the covenant. You had promised and had a covenant to your wives to have a good relation with them. Now you want to divorce for any reason. You have gone and asked some of the money, some of the gifts, some of the property that you have given to your wife. How it is possible to do such a things? So we will see that Allah is using the sentiment to tell the man that this is not fair. This is oppressing. If you want to divorce your wife, if you go and ask some of the dowry, some of the money that you have given to your wife to get it back from your wives, and it is good, and it is good not to do it. Not only that, it is not permissible. If you get it by force, it is haram, it is forbidden. When Allah says, وَكَيْفَ تَأْخُذُونَهُ وَقَدْ أَفْضَى بَعْضُكُمْ إِلَى بَعْضٍ. How it is possible that you will get something from your wife while in this time you had an intercourse with each other. You had a very close relation with each other. Allah wants to emphasize that although at this time you are angry of each other, but don't forget, for sometimes you had a good relation with each other. You want to divorce your wife, at least keep her respect and her dignity among her family. Leave her in a wonderful way with the dignity. If we can live together, that's wonderful. If we cannot, at least separate each other with respect. Unfortunately, some husband and wife, when they want to divorce each other, they accuse each other. They say something that even they don't believe in their heart, only because they are angry. They want to take a revenge from each other. And this is something that Islam does not accept it at all. Great people, educated people, the people who have dignity, they separate each other with the respect. They say to each other that I love you, I give you respect, I am angry and I cannot live with you, but I keep your respect. And with all respect, they separate from each other. Next day, still they see each other in some meetings. The mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, still they have respect in others' family. Why we should humiliate each other and separate it? Allah says, keep the respect for each other. You were living with each other for a long time. Remember the time that you were giving a lot of respect to each other. Don't exaggerate. Unfortunately, we have seen a lot when they want to separate each other, they exaggerate a lot. The wife says, in all these years, he didn't respect me at all, and she is a liar. The husband says, in all these years, I was not happy even one day. He is a liar. Definitely for many, many times, many days, many months, they were so happy and now they are angry. Allah says, you should not exaggerate, you should not humiliate each other, you don't want to live with each other, that's okay. Another issue, another message that we get from each other, from this verse, when Allah wants to remind them that they were so close with each other, Allah used the word وَقَدْ أَفْضَى بَعْضُكُمْ إِلَى بَعْضٍ. وَقَدْ أَفْضَى is not a clear word. Allah wanted to remind the husband and wife that you were sleeping with each other. You had the intercourse with each other, and Allah used أَفْضَى. أَفْضَى, it means you were so close in a private room. You were alone with each other many, many days and nights. And of course, we will understand from these words that Allah wants to say that you had an intercourse with each other. Allah wants to tell us that when you want to talk about such a relation with each other, even husband and wife, they should keep a respect. They should not talk to each other in a rude way, disrespect each other. Allah respects and says, you were so close to each other. Then Allah says, وَأَخَذْنَا مِنْكُمْ مِيثَاقًا غَلِيظًا, and they got a firm covenant from you. Allah wants to say that marriage is a firm covenant. You promised your wives, and your wives promised you to have a good life, to give respect to each other, and to fulfill your responsibility regard to each other. And marriage is a covenant, is an agreement, is a promising. And after marriage, we should try to fulfill our responsibility. And when Allah says, وَكَيْفَ تَأْخُذُونَهُ, how you are going to get some of the money or property that you have given to them while they got a covenant from you. Allah wants to say that if you get something from anything that you have given to your wives, it means breaking the covenant and it is not allowed. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.